Good evening. I hope this video finds you well. Thank you for those joining me live while I'm broadcasting, and hello to you if you're watching the replay. Thank you so much for watching. So tonight I'm going to be using a stamp set which is available from my shop at stampinstarcreations.co.uk. All the products I use are from Stampin' Up, so I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, which means I get to use and sell all these fantastic craft products. Tonight I'll be using a stamp set called My Meadow. And it's got lots of lovely little elements in them, from wheelbarrows to a pagoda, I think it's called, to clouds and things like that. So it's a great set for scene building. If that's your thing, you'll love this stamp set. Stampin' Up have done similar stamps in that lovely same kind of sketchy watercolour feel kind of design as well. So there are other stamp sets available. I've gone ahead and taken out almost all of the stamps, and I've put them on a large block, and I'll show you that in a minute, because I'm going to try to use all, maybe bar one, of the stamps from the stamp set. So this is going to be interesting. I've had to play already, so I'm not kind of making the designs up as I go along. I've kind of designed it beforehand so that I can come on here and do a bit of a quicker job when I come and see you. So I'm going to say hello to those joining me live and welcome. Thank you for joining me. Hi Deborah and Jennifer and Vicky and Cindy and Stacey. Everybody welcome Stacey. It's her first time watching me live from Virginia. Great stuff. Well, welcome Stacey. Hi Kathy, and hi to Janice. Right, let's get you turned around. I'll just put my finger over the screen so you don't have the dizzy spinny turning around bit. Welcome Stacey. So I've put all the stamps out on the block. Now the only one I'm probably not, oh no, I did put them all out. It was this one I thought I wasn't going to use, but I am going to try and remember which ones I used and try and use most of the stamps, if not all of them, on that block. Okay, it's a bit of a challenge, but I've already got a thumbs up. I haven't even done anything. That's great. Okay, one stamp set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colours, 4 designs. That's what I'm going for tonight. Okay, so I'm not like Ruth. I haven't really got this in a particular colour order. So if you don't know who I'm referring to, Ruth is my sister. She has her own YouTube channel, Artful Stamping. So these are the colours I've chosen. I've gone for mainly the neutral colours, but then I've thrown in some Pool Party to do some sky effect around my design. But I've got Merry Merlot, Mossy Meadow, Pool Party, Soft Suede, Early Espresso and Basic Grey. So with this stamp set, I think because the designs are smaller, you've got to think a little bit smaller. So it's having a doll's house, you've got to kind of think on a smaller scale. And because it is a scene builder stamp, I think you've got to approach it slightly differently, maybe from some of the other stamps that Stampin' Up do. So with that in mind, I'm working in a smaller, so I think this is a 2-inch circle. I've already gone ahead and punched out from a post-it note. No, it's 2 1/4 inches. So as big as a circle as I could punch out. So let me just, oh, I've got an avalanche happening next to me. There we go. Lost my post-it notes. Oh, there they are. Sorry. So using a 2 1/4 inch post-it notes, and you can grab out a few if you want. And 1, it's easier to punch through, and 2, it means you've got some then for your designs later on. So I'm going. Oh, you want to make sure you do catch the sticky strip at the top. So you know, somewhere in the middle-ish. It doesn't matter. Somewhere in the middle. So I've got those. Hi there, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for showing it out, Deborah. Hi, Bobby. Hope you're doing all right. And Carol. Great. Cool. So I'm going to do my designs. I think I'm going to do them. What am I going to do? Should I go portrait? I think because of the space, I am going to go portrait. Now, I'm going to guesstimate the middle. If this freaks you out, I am going to use my grid paper actually to help me. I'm just going to turn my mat around. I'm going to use my grid paper to help me just line up where things should go. But I am going to do a bit of guesstimating. I've got a tickly nose. I might sneeze in a minute. Oh, excuse me. Oh no. Don't start. Excuse me. Right, where were we? Thank you, Stacey. Stacey said, I've enjoyed watching you on YouTube. Right, I'm sorry about that little diversion. Okay, we're going to start with something fairly simple. There you go. I think I have used every stamp in. As we're scene building, we're going to start with Mossy Meadow, and we're going to create some grass on the bottom half. Now, just be careful not to go past either side. So I'm just going to use the ink that's still on my stamp just to go on either side. Now, the great thing about this technique is that once you take off the mask, you can stamp on afterwards as well and do some designs on the... Do you know what I am going to do? I'm going to have another... Whoa, that was my cup of tea. Sorry, I nearly had a spillage. Right, this is the biggest block you can get from Stampin' Up. It's the F block. And I'm going to put that there. So when I finish a stamp, I can just put it on this side. And then I've got stamps on either side. And hopefully it means I can pick and choose as I go along. Now, there are some demonstrators from Meadow Crafts who said that, look, can you see that? It reminded them of a man with a bad back. Isn't that great? When you see it stamped, you'll see why. I'm going to put him at the top of my page, look. Isn't that fun? Man with a bad back. So it's supposed to be a wheelbarrow. I was like, oh, I wish I thought about that first. That is just so fun. So I'm going to plonk my wheelbarrow in there. The wheelbarrow does come with a middle bit. So let's put Mr. Achy Back Man over there. And the middle bit of the wheelbarrow is this rectangular one here. I'm going to go in the same colour and just take your time to match it up. So you want the front and the back of your wheelbarrow, and it's got the shading in the stamp already. So although I'm using the same colour, the shade is it does that nice shading already as part of the stamp. So that's quite fun. And then we're going to go in with some... Now I might be clever and put two on a block. So I want to put some clouds in. And there's two sets of clouds. There's the bigger clouds and there's the small clouds. Actually, I'm going to leave the clouds because we're going to come back to that. Sorry, I'm just referring to my reference paper. Okay, I'm going to get okay, these flowery ones here. And we're going in with Merry Merlot. I'm going to fill our wheelbarrow, stamp a few times to get a nice impression of overflowing flowers in your wheelbarrow. Okay. Then for my next trick, now I took it out, what have I done with it? Here it is. I'm using one of those really cool makeup brushes. We're going to go in with Pool Party. I don't know why I'm squeezing it. I don't need to squeeze it. And just dab that into your ink to transfer some of the ink onto your brush. Rub off the excess and then you can rub around the image and then we get a nice blue shade. Now be very careful. I hope I haven't gone over the edge. Let's see. No, I'm okay. Phew-wee. So lovely and simple design. Not finished yet. Not finished with this one. So now that we've got the area done, we can come back and do our clouds. So this, by lifting up the masking and having a second layer, you get this kind of double layer of scenery, which is really cool. So just going to add in some clouds to the mix. Let's do another one up there. And then let's take the big cloud off and maybe fit another cloud on here. And then we're going to add in some greenery. So we're going to use a bit of grass to just finish up the front of our picture. And then that's one design down. I'm going to show you a few more. So very simple for me, but I was just thinking, actually you don't need a whole lot of colours. And with this simple technique, you can create some lovely scenery and you can use the majority of your stamps. So that's one down. Okay, let's do another. Okay, let's work on that one there. Figure out what I used. So we're going to bring back our mask again. Hold still paper. Trying to figure out how far up I went. There we go, that'll do. Okie dokie. Right, this one always reminds me of a wispy beard, but it kind of creates this really cool watery effect down the middle. Now, sticking with our colours, we're going to go in with, did I use, no, I just used basic grey. I was just checking my colours. So I'm going to go in basic grey and create, going down the centre of the picture. Then we're going to bring in this kind of swishy one here, adding in some green on either side. So this doesn't fit exactly the shape of the sea or the whatever it's going to be, the water, but you can just kind of fit your stamp in and around it, which is what we're going to do. Looks like somebody needs to re-ink their what do you call it? Stamp pad. I've got murky water now. Oh well, that'll do. Right, then we are going to go in with a bridge to just join those two together, and then we've got our water coming from under the bridge. Again, let's bring on our sponging around the edge. This just really, when you're doing masking, you do need to kind of colour the edge of where your mask is so that you have that definition when you lift the mask away, or the post-it note. Okay. If you didn't do that, you wouldn't have that nice clear definition. So going back in with a few clouds in the sky. Well, let's do 3, shall we? There we go. This time we're going to introduce some birds. Oh, you know what colour I haven't used is soft suede. Let's go ahead and use that. So again, because we've taken the mask off, the birds can come off our page. And then we're going to bring on these little leafy bits. Now I think the flowers are supposed to fit inside these, but do you know what? You know, we'll just make do and make them fit where we want them to fit. So I'm just going to stamp a few times with the greenery. I should leave my ink pads open really, but there we go. And then we're going to grab in the little tulips, which are these tiny 3 here. It makes me feel more comfortable to close them, so I'm going to close them. Oh dear. I hope I haven't missed any comments, everybody. I'm so busy stamping. Colour for my clouds is basic grey. Love the flowers in the wheelbarrow. Thank you. It's the genie coming out of a bottle. Yes. Hi April, welcome. So let's get these, look at those tulips. They'd be beautiful in real life, tulips this colour. I love those kind kind of black tulips. You can get those kind of checkered tulips, can't you? Nice bunch of flowers there. Great, I think we are done for the number 2. So that's number 2 design. Stick around, I've got 2 more to show you at least. If I'm feeling brave, we'll do some more. Just find my card blanks. Okay, so you know the drill. 2 1/4 inch post-it note. Roughly find the middle. This time, let's have a look. Okay, we need to use some. Look, we've still got these to use. Okay, so I'm going to use this longer strippy one here, and we're going to create ourselves a level playing field, as it were. There we go, stamping across. Oh yeah, I think you do need re-inking, don't you, mate? And then we are going to bring on, what are we going to do next, Esther? I think it's that one. Okay, we're going to bring on the group of trees. And I'm going to go with soft suede. Now, I don't want all of the trees, I just want them coming off to the edge. So I'm going to ink up about 3 or so. Which I'm going to ink up more just in case. And we're just going to come off to the side here. Okay. And then we are going to use, where are you? It was this flowery one I used from before, I think. Let me just make sure that it's nice and clean. Going in with Mossy Meadow. I wanted to create a bit more kind of texture to the ground, so as if it was like moss on the ground. So this just helps to add something. Cindy says, you've given me the courage to try this style on the note cards from SU, since this is a smaller scale. This style has been intimidating me for a little while, and I think it's to do with the size, and when it's too big a scale, it's quite threatening almost. I'm going to use these tiny 3 dots here, and I think, what is it? And it's definitely to do with the scale. And you know, just think about doing small designs. You don't have to be too overwhelmed with doing great big projects with this, or even a whole sheet of paper. And by just choosing your colour palette, you can create a few different images and designs and scenes with just those few stamps. So it's great. Now, going in with this bobbly one here, still using down stamps I haven't used yet. I'm going to use these for the trees in the background and kind of create a grey kind of shaded look to these trees here, concentrating the grey on the bottom half of the trees. And let's bring on our pool party. Now, I was very close to switching up my design, and I was thinking, when I was thinking about this, because my practice ones are circles, but I thought this would look really cool in squares as well. I'd like to see how this would look in a square design, so it'd be like a window. I do like circles though. I think circles are my favourite shape. If you're allowed to have a favourite shape, don't tell the others. Right, let's find, we're going in with a single tree. So look, I've still got a few left that I haven't used, but not to fear, they will be used in the other one. And going in with early espresso. We're going to bring our tree onto the scene, but also coming out of the picture, like so. And there's still more little dotty stamps to use, so if you're a fan of dots and spots, this is a good set for you. So these ones are slightly more spread out. Christine says, love these cards, Esther, they're cute, thank you. Navarana says, make it a windowsill and have a cat in the silhouette looking out, good idea. Jenny says, it makes her think of Bob Ross. And welcome to Gayleen. Right, I'm going to bring in some more of this. Merry Meadow is such a pretty colour. And I just thought, oh, it just goes really nicely with the pool party. So adding some almost like blossom to the trees, and I want some falling down a little bit onto the ground. Not too much, but just get that impression. Concentrating the darker areas at the front, because by the time they go to the outside, they get a bit more sparse. There we go, that'll do. Hopefully you can see that all right. Okie dokes, how are we doing? That's number 3. Okay, you're ready for one more, at least one more design. Okay, so we've still got some stamps to use up. These are the ones left over. Okay, let's look. This is still the same mask. It's served as well, and I used it before with some other cards as well. So, oh, nearly got a smudge then. Let me just check if I smudged. No, it's not too bad. There we go. Right, let's just lift you up a second. Okay, this next design we're going to use. I'm just going to wipe this a minute because I don't want to get red ink where it doesn't belong. Use what I call the Stony Path stamp, so slightly bumpy, using this one. And we're going to create a pathway. We're going to space these out a little bit and create a nice thick stone path. So stamp a few times. You've got enough ink on your stamp to do it a few times. There we go. Do I want some more? No, I think that is plenty. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, let's introduce this. No, we'll do that in a minute. Okay, let's introduce some grass. I think I use this grass on a different one. I'm supposed to use that one on a different one. Never mind. We'll use it now. So we can introduce this grassy one here. Again, stamping a few times. I might bring a bigger. Oh, should I bring on the bigger one? Let's have a few larger ones maybe at the front. There we go. Stamp, stamp. This is speed stamping. Stamp, stamp, stamp. There we go. That'll do. No, not lift it off yet, Esther. We need to do a little bit of thingy. Okay. Get a bit of our blue in. Just looking at my reference picture. I'm deliberately missing this gap because I'm going to put they call it pagoda. It is a pagoda, isn't it? In that spot there. Okay, so we're safe to lift off. We're going to stick our thinking soft suede. Oh, getting ink. We're going to pop him here, so the pathway is going to lead up to that pagoda. Hi there, Wendy. Welcome. Hi, Linda. Great to have you. Navarana says you should make a card with a mask. It is quite beautiful in itself. Oh, the the actual sticky note, you mean? Okay, look, one lonely stamp left to use, and we have used every single one in the stamp set. So we're going in with early espresso. Actually, oh no, there's one missing. I thought so. This little tiny one dropped off, but don't fear, we will use it. So I wanted an avenue, get me, an avenue of trees. So we're going to go, let's do the middle one, and then we can gauge where the other ones should be. There we go. Oh, it's got, can you see it's got a little speck in there? Somebody said they thought pagodas were more angular. What is it then? It's like a bandstand, isn't it? Okay, one lonely little stamp. Don't you worry. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. There it is. And we're going in with some more blossom for these smaller trees. And just got all over that. There we go. This is the point where I end up smudging my work. I do clean and simple, and then I make a great big smudge, and then it turns into a different kind of card. A garden feature, maybe. Pergola? Oh dear. So isn't that amazing? We've used every single stamp in the set. When I got the waterfront, snowfront stamp set, I did a Christmas sampler, and I managed to use all the stamps in that for my Christmas sampler. So I'd like a few blossom, again, just maybe falling down on the ground, make it nice and natural looking. This one looks as if he's floating still, so I might just add a bit more greenery around that, so it's not a floating bandstand, summer house, pagoda. And if you've got any more suggestions for another scene, then do let me know, because I've used up all the stamps in the set now. Hello, Rhonda from West Virginia. People welcome Rhonda to the party. Right, folks, let's have a look what we've done so far, and then we can see what else we've got, whether we can build yet another scene. So this is scene number 4, and look, we have used all the stamps. How cool is that? Right, number 4, number 3, number 2, number 1. Look at that. 4 cards, same stamp set, same colour. What a pretty set of cards. And you can give these out as notelets. Now, I'm desperate to see what these look like on a piece of card with a matching colour. So I think, oh no, that's the wrong colour. There we go. Let's just see. I want to see. Have I got any Merry Merlin cut out? Oh dear, I do need to sort out my my box of, oh dear, come on Esther. No, that's not Merry Merlin. Oh well, we'll use that just for, but when it's set on a piece of card, I think it really just brings them to life, doesn't it? I mean, you can have them on a plain white, but it just helps. Thank you everybody. Getting some positive feedback, and let's find a grey colour. Right, has anyone got any ideas for any more scene building? I love the colour combination. I love that Merlot with the pool party. Let's just move those aside for a second and see if we can manage one more. I'm wondering about doing something in the middle. Or the other idea I had is maybe doing 3 circles, which would make it a little bit more complicated, but let's do this. We never know until we try. So going in with the pagoda type, I might go for a darker brown. Make it the focal point. I maybe make this middle scene a little bit simpler. Four seasons: spring, summer, autumn, winter. That's a good idea. Yeah, we could do 4 seasons. Fit on some grass. Okay, maybe some a tree on either side. So once you get started, it gives you the confidence to keep trying. And I think because you are in a small area that you're working with, it's not so intimidating. I think, oh look, I've still got that speck on there. I need to move that. You know, the larger the stamps, the larger the area. The smaller the stamps, the smaller the area. It does make a difference. And we'll just bring on our blue. Do say hello if you're lurking in the background and haven't said hello yet, or if you're new to the channel. And if you press the bell button on my channel, it will give you notifications of when videos come live or if I'm going live. I'm just going very tentatively because I can see that the ink is a little bit wet, so I'm just going a bit slowly. Hello there, Ruth. You're late to the party tonight. Add in some blossoms. Actually, at this point we can lift the circle. Oh, I've gone over the edge. Never mind. We'll go over. Add in some blossoms. Ah, hi Vicky. Oh, you're lurking. You're a lurker. Got myself those brushes, but I haven't used them yet, says Jennifer. Traditionally, a pergola is a structure with a crossbeam or lattice covering that could be freestanding or attached to your home to provide virtual interest to your landscape or patio. Wow, you know your stuff about pagodas. Hi Kerry, first time I caught you live. I'm a bit late, so I need to watch a replay. That's okay. Welcome, welcome. So this is me coming to the end of my live, having a quick experiment with what it'd be like having 3 circles to my page. I'm stepping out. I'm being a bit brave. Okay. Right, let's go for the beardy. What did somebody say this was earlier? A whirlwind or something? Thank you for all the thumbs up. Did you know that you can do a thumbs up while I'm actually on the video? Please leave me comments afterwards. It's lovely to hear your thoughts and your comments. I do try and reply to them. Oh, I did have a strange comment yesterday. I think it wasn't from somebody. I think it's definitely a troll. It was a very odd comment. Something about criticising the way I was doing video. I was like, oh, all right then. Offended somebody. Oh dear, those sort of things you can't take too seriously. Right, a bridge across not troubled waters. Could do with being a darker bridge, but hey ho, and away we go. Bringing in the blue. Oh, I like it. Except it's bugging me the fact that I did go over my mask there. I want some birds. And this one. Maybe do a few birds. Have a flock of birds going off. Oh, a bit too many. Never mind. And I'm going to do one more on this side. In fact, what I can do is just trim it down so it won't matter too much. No matter. Right, what else can we do? Oh, let's have some trees. We'll feature some trees. Let's lay down some greenery. Like so. thinking this group of trees here. Let's go soft suede because I want that centre one to be the focal point. Add it in there. Bit of blue, pool party. Oh, we can even add a bit of grass. To the front, there we go. And blossom. And then with this one, I'm just going to add in, I'm running out of blocks, believe it or not. And I'm going to add in some clouds. Again, I've gone over, but I think I'm just going to trim that down. In fact, if I bring the clouds over onto this, so does the blossom. So let's make that happen. So we've got all pictures, and in fact, if I do the birds coming across, then they'll feature. There, that is fun, isn't it? Whew, what a marathon. There we go. So we have absolutely used every single stamp, definitely in the set. Make sure my hands are clean. So that's it with doing 3. I'd love it to see what it looked like a Merry Merlot card. I must get some ready, but I think I'll just snip this down and maybe jazz that one up a bit, maybe give it a double layer. So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed that. All these different things you can make, and I've not changed the colours. I chose what, 6 colours? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colours. You know, pick a kind of fairly neutral palette. You want something maybe for the sky and for the wood and trees, and maybe something for the blossom. But it's what you can achieve, and they all look different but the same, so you can make a really nice set with it. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm missing all the comments. Let me just turn you around if I can. There. Oh, Google save the day. Did I miss that one? Right, let's just have a quick look. Hello, Ruth. Hello. Da-da-da. Vicky says she always wondered how to use these stamp sets. I hate working on a large area. There you go. What did Google save the day with, Jennifer? What size is the circle cut out? 1 1/4 inches. So I'm using the punch. Were they telling you off for spoofing me? No, because they knew that I was spot on. But the circle die is a great idea, working in this small space. Great. You can get lost on a big card. Exactly. Yes, Ruth. That one reminds me of a silk screen painting. Ooh. You like the way they're slightly overlapping. A Japanese screen. Oh, Jenny, I like your idea. Through the round window. Can you list the colours? Yes. Great. Hi, Vicky. Okay, I'll go through the colours again. And like I said earlier, if you missed that bit, I'd like to see what it looks like on a square as well. I do like the circle, but I think it'd be interesting to see how it look on a square or rectangle. Actually, I've just had another idea. I'm not going to do it now. My husband needs to use my craft room and I need to get off. I need to clear my desk. But yes, the colours that I use, I'm going to do a Ruth and try and put them in some kind of distinct order. I'll drop them. It's because I've got some old and some new stamp sets. So I've got Merry Merlot, Mossy Meadow, Pool Party, Early Espresso, Soft Suede, and Basic Grey. On vellum, says Cindy. Oh, that'd look pretty. So if you want to catch my cards, I've just done a Facebook Live. So you can head over to my Facebook page to check those out. Use a completely different stamp set for that. Thank you for joining me tonight. I feel pooped. I've been working on the computer most of today and trying to sort out some number crunching. So yeah, a bit tired. Thank you so much for joining me. It's lovely to have your company. Do remember you can give me a thumbs up for free if you've enjoyed the video. If you've got the time, just type a little comment after the video is finished. Let me know what you thought of the card. It just really helps the algorithms of the video. If you've seen products that you like, you can actually buy them through my shop if you're in the UK, Germany, Austria, France, Germany. Oh, I never remember the countries. Should write them down really, shouldn't I? Certain countries I can sell to. And yeah, I think that's all for now, folks. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you if you're catching this on the replay. Take care and hope to see you again very soon. Take care, God bless, and good night. Oh, I don't know why the comments aren't, sorry. Let me just catch up with your comments. So yeah, 1 1/4 inch circle, ovals are fun too, and egg shapes. What colours did you use? Just mask the strip at the top and ink it on purpose. Yes, that's a good idea. I could do that. Okie dokes. Lovely to see you. Take care, everybody. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.